In this video, I explore the concept of personal development and human growth through a hierarchical framework known as the levels of consciousness. These levels, ranging from 1 to 6, outline distinct phases of an individual's life journey, each characterized by unique priorities, concerns, and developmental milestones. The progression through these levels signifies an evolution from basic survival instincts to higher states of self-awareness, purpose, and ultimately self-acceptance. In order to understand personal or psychological growth, we have to start at the foundations of consciousness. Firstly, let's define what consciousness is. Consciousness generally refers to the state of being aware of and able to think about one's own existence, sensations, thoughts, emotions, and surroundings. While humans clearly possess a high level of consciousness, determining whether other animals or entities also have consciousness is challenging. Many animals exhibit some behaviors that suggest a certain level of awareness and cognitive processing. For example, some primates, dolphins, elephants, and certain bird species display problem-solving abilities, self-awareness, and social behaviors that imply a certain level of consciousness. However, the subjective nature of consciousness makes it so difficult to definitively determine its presence in non-human animals. Some scientists argue that consciousness is a continuum, and that various species may experience it to different degrees. Others say that certain aspects of consciousness, such as self-awareness or the ability to reflect on one's own mental states, may be unique to humans. To understand more about the levels of consciousness through personal or psychological growth, we now need to investigate the hierarchical framework. At level 1, we find the primal stage of survival and daily existence. In the context of human evolution and anthropology, the primal stage typically refers to the early phase of human development, when our ancestors lived in small groups, relied on basic instincts for survival, and engaged in activities essential for daily existence. During this primal stage, humans were primarily focused on meeting their basic needs such as food, water, shelter, and safety. Hunting and gathering were fundamental activities, and the development of basic tools and weapons were crucial for survival. Social structures were simple, often centered around family, units, or small tribes. During this primal stage, humans had a very close relationship with the natural world. The reason for this is we needed to develop an understanding of the environment in order to find resources that were useful to us, but also avoid threats. This period laid an essential foundation for survival skills. This then shaped our journey through evolution. In level 1 of the hierarchical framework, we find individuals whose lives are defined by the relentless pursuit of daily survival. A perfect example of individuals in the level 1 of the hierarchical framework would be babies. Babies are fully dependent on their parents for care. In the world of level 1, impulsivity isn't a mere trait. It's a survival instinct honed by the urgency of immediate needs. Yet, this survival instinct comes at a cost. The temporal perspective of those at level 1 is often confined to the narrow scope of the present moment. The ability to contemplate circumstances beyond the immediate struggle is a luxury elusive to them. The future remains a distant abstraction, overshadowed by the pressing demand of the here and now. When entering level 2, individuals find themselves in a phase marked by a crucial pursuit of establishing their position in the world. This stage involves going through education and developing a new career path. During level 2, individuals perceive resources as limited and engage in competition to attain specific goals such as securing top grades and lucrative jobs. This period is characterized by a lack of awareness of personal limitations, fueled by a strong motivation to shape a secure and successful future. So this lack of awareness from a psychological perspective refers to a state in which individuals are unaware. They may not understand their actions or the implications of what they do. This then begins to influence how individuals make their important decisions, how they perceive their surroundings. At level 3, individuals shift their focus to a fundamental need, and that need is belonging. This need for belonging is the desire to form meaningful connections and affiliations with others. It encompasses the desire to be accepted, valued, and included within social groups, whether they be family, friends, communities, or larger social structures. This human need for belonging satisfies the instinct of connecting. It gives individuals a sense of their own identity. It provides humans with emotional well-being and support. Now, in humans, this belonging is more than a desire. It influences our behavior. It shapes how we present ourselves and how we engage with others. We follow to group norms, seek approval, and cooperate, all in the pursuit of acceptance. This urge has roots in our evolutionary past, where forming social bonds meant increased chances of survival. If you look at animals today, they too roam around in a larger group, and this actually increases their chance of survival. It is important to note that 90% of individuals do not progress beyond level 2 and 3. People are so engrossed in their fight for progress and validation that they cannot see beyond these two stages. The fact that 90% of people get stuck in level 2 and 3 speaks to something deeply human and relatable. Many of us find ourselves caught up in the daily hustle, chasing after recognition and success as defined by societal standards. The thing is, we're so busy proving ourselves to the world that we cannot see beyond this. We're afraid to confront our own doubts and uncertainties, and that fear keeps us from growing. The need to belong is beautiful, but sometimes it becomes too binding. We end up conforming to what's expected of us rather than exploring who we truly are. Level 4 involves highlighting a stage of personal development characterized by a shift from external validation to internal introspection. Individuals often step back from the rapid pace of social life. They seek more personal time for self-reflection. Level 4 signifies a comfort for solitude or with solitude, a preference for quiet moments over social events, and an emerging desire to explore one's values. In this phase, it's a fundamental discovery of what truly matters to the individual and to what level. We begin to ask questions such as, do we prioritize honesty, inner peace, happiness, freedom, security, passion, material possessions, love, or spirituality? The fourth level prompts individuals to discover their personal values and actively align their lives accordingly. The discoveries in this level actually give you a deeper meaning of your self-awareness. It's so deep that it gives you a level of clarity, this clarity that you've never ever seen before. At this stage, individuals get a clearer picture of their goals and their aspirations. As individuals dive deeper into this introspection, they explore the layers of their thoughts, emotions, and motivations. They begin to gain a clear understanding of themselves. The fog of uncertainty begins to lift, allowing for a sharper awareness of their strengths, weaknesses, and the dynamics shaping their lives. Transitioning to level 5 represents the peak of a journey of self-discovery initiated in level 4. In this transformative phase, individuals embrace a life filled with purpose. At level 5, individuals have this sense of fulfillment, so they do not require an external sense of validation. Their one life purpose then becomes to contribute to society. The journey to level 5 is rare and a complex progression, requiring a deep understanding of the self and an alignment with one's life purpose. Individuals who reach this level of experience go beyond societal expectations, embodying a state of self-realization where external validation becomes inconsequential and the pursuit of a purpose-driven life. This clarity gives them a sense of direction, a vision of purpose, and the joy of fulfillment. Now, the sixth and final level represents the pinnacle of personal development. Individuals achieve a remarkable state of self-acceptance and transcendence. At this stage, internal conflicts, self-doubt, and the relentless pursuit of constant improvement becomes artifacts. Level 6 individuals have reached such a great level of understanding of themselves that they embrace their true spirit in every situation that they encounter. Now, transcendence also implies a sense of harmony and peace with oneself. The inner conflicts that may have caused stress or turmoil, they get resolved, leading to a more balanced and serene state of being. It's about reaching a level of self-mastery where external circumstances have less power to disturb one's inner peace. So this outlines the 6 levels of psychological development through a hierarchical framework known as the levels of consciousness. This is a complex topic that I have dissected as best as I could. I hope you've enjoyed this video.